Sugar, sugar, sugar little, sugar little. Lisa, confirm you can hear me. Confirm you can hear me. Hello.
Oh dear. I'm so sorry. My mic was mute. I can hear you. You can hear me now, right? Can you
Yes, I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you for honoring the
Yes, I can hear
invitation
you.
to speak. Okay. Thank you so much for honoring the invitation to speak. I just want to do a brief broadcast, like quick one.
Okay.
So, guys, good morning, good evening. Look at me right now saying good morning. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Creative um, Achievers event. If you are just joining us, please let us know where you're joining in from, your name, and where you're joining in from. If you're just tuning in, please let us know your name and where you are joining in from. A quick one, I just want to do a quick broadcast on all our channels and then we'll start. Okay, Mr. Noble, I think would continue. Okay. I think we'll continue and they'll join in later.
I'm trying to see where has the best visibility. The place with the best visibility.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to see if I can get good visibility. So can you hear me now? Your video is
Yes,
freezing.
very loud and clear.
Okay. So I think we're good to go.
I can hear you. All right. So,
Okay, so
welcome everyone
this is
to
best.
this live stream. All right. Welcome everyone to this live stream. This is the Creative Achievers event. It's an event that is designed to let you, as the audience, know how to become a resourceful achiever. It is one thing for young people to dream, have big expectations and goals and all that. And it is yet another thing to achieve those goals. Now, the question becomes, how do we move from just dreaming to become achievers? How do we move from just having ideas in our head, in our mind, to become achievers and actualizers of these goals? So this session is going to detail to us everything we need to know, from how to set goals, the mindset, the um, be how to be resourceful, and a whole lot. And on the show tonight is none other than Port Harcourt celebrity chef, Mr. Noble Wisdom. He is one person that I love so much, one person who has come to, you know, this transformation that he not just dreams, he achieves the dreams. So he's going to be sharing with us, he's going to be sharing with us exactly how to go about this. You're welcome, Mr. Noble.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Thank you very much, my host, Mr. Emmanuel, Mr. AK. Thank you very much. This is quite overwhelming, and I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be on the show. So, like the topic said, is how to become a creative achiever, how to become a successful creative achiever. Yeah. So, I'm going to be sharing. I kind of like prepared the slide, but
Okay.
then let me see if I would work on my slide or not.
So,
How to
so would you be
be
sharing your
a
screen?
successful creative achiever.
Would you be sharing your screen?
That's what I'm trying to see if it will work, but
Sure, you can. I think you can. You can.
I still don't know how this works. So, but then let me see. So, I don't know how to do that. So let's just leave it. So I'll just talk. I'll talk.
Okay,
So
it's
basically,
fine.
this is for me how to be a. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can hear you.
Confirm you can hear me, please.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
So for me, basically, it's just how to be a successful creative achiever. First of all, you need to have life to be able to develop goals, to be able to set targets, and to be able to achieve them, right? So one of I think the network is fluctuating.
Don't
Are
worry,
you
just
there?
go. We'll get it. Just keep on with the
Hello.
flow. I'm with you. We will
Okay, so you
just
can
keep
hear me.
up.
So
Continue.
okay, okay. So one of the first things you need to do, first of all, you need to have life. Now, as an individual who is alive and who has life, we can now set goals, talk about our dreams, plans, be able to interact, and then be able to achieve them, right? So, with that said, how do you become a successful creative achiever? First of all, you need to understand what successful means. You need to understand what creative means, and you also need to understand what it means to become an achiever or to be an achiever. So let's start with successful. Yeah, successful actually means a level of greatness. When you talk about somebody who is successful, you're talking about somebody who has achieved a certain level of greatness than becoming better than the average person. So you say, oh, this person is successful because the person is no longer like amongst the average person. You understand? Now, you now talk about who a creative is. The creative is a person who is able to make something out of nothing. Yeah, like there's this popular slogan in Port Harcourt, creative, not thieves. Like you understand. Like for example, I would say a chef. A chef is a creative because a chef makes. But then when you look at certain people, let me use another analogy. We are chefs. We create. We do not seek. So you see, a creative creates things, why those who are like thieves take, why creatives make. You understand? A creative is a person who's able to create something, who's able to make something out of nothing, or is able to think and implement certain things. Now, you now talk about being an achiever. An achiever is a person who is able to set goals and targets and implement them and meet those goals and targets. So when you set a target, when you set a goal and you're able to achieve them, then you are said to be a successful creative achiever. Now we take it again, being a successful creative achiever. A successful person, you've been able to do something way out of the norm. Now you are a creative, something that is basically maybe takes people longer time to achieve. You're able to achieve them. You're able to come up with them within a short time frame, and you're able to achieve them. Or sometimes it may take long, and then you come out as an achiever. Now we can proceed. You asked the second question, as a successful creative achiever, how have I been able to achieve my goals? Or you said something like, I've been able to achieve my goals. I want you to take that question again. I can't hear you. Unmute your mic.
I just did. Sorry. So
All right.
you said I should ask a question again.
You said something, so I was waiting for them. You said some things.
O-
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I like the fact that you defined these three concepts. Um, who a creative is, what it means to be successful, what means to be a creative and an achiever. And I think I like it when you talked about a chef. You mentioned chefs as creatives. Now, I would like to ask this question. You know, a lot of us young people, we are usually under this pressure of success. How can a person define success for himself? Do you understand? Because a lot of times you see in the society that young people, when they see other people, other youths like them doing well, they feel like, okay, those guys are successful, I am not successful. So how can a person come to terms of defining what success really means? How can you help such a person?
To answer that your question, success is relative. Success is relative. And I, for one, do not encourage anyone to measure their success by another person's yardstick. Yeah, success
Okay.
is relative. One might be successful to Mr. Ojo, may not be successful to Madam Lisa. You understand? What success means to Uju might not be what success means to Madam Lisa. So basically, success is relative. It depends on the individual, it depends on the journey, it depends on the destination, and it depends on the goals, the target. So a lot of persons in today's society tend to look down on themselves as not being successful because by society's terms of definition, they believe when you have money or you are influential, you are successful. Now, success to a farmer could be that he plants his yam or his crops, and then in 3 months' time, let's take for example now, I'm a farmer, you're a farmer, and
Okay.
my goal is to plant corn, and corn can actually germinate in 3 to 4, 6 months, and then
Okay.
you as a farmer, you plant yam, and yam could take you for like 9 months to almost a year. So
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
3 months, 6 months, I could be celebrating my success that my corns have all grown and I'm
Grown. Yeah.
harvesting them.
Mhm.
Now, you as a yam farmer, you would have to wait for like a year or towards the end of the year before you can harvest your yams. So you see, while I'm celebrating my success in the short term, because what you planted, what you are expecting, your goal, your target, you can actually be celebrating your own success maybe at the end of the year. You understand?
Yeah.
So success is really success. What is success to you might not be success to me. What is success to Mr. Ojo, like I said before, might not be success to Madam Lisa. You understand? So depending on the individual, depending on the goal, then you cannot say this is what success means to me. But the average person today defines success as having lots of money, driving a
Money.
big car, or living in a mansion. But to me, that is not what success is all about. Yeah. So
Okay.
it depends on the person, his journey, his goals and targets, and his destination. So that's well, it's so sad that
Okay.
society today defines success as affluence that comes through financial success. Now that is just one side of it. If you go to the hospital today and you see lots of sick people, their goal of success, their idea of success is to be well.
Influence.
A man who is crippled then suddenly finds himself being able to walk again, will term himself to be successful. He will be jubilating because that to him, what success means is to be whole, to be able to walk.
Yeah, yeah. Very true.
I don't know if you
Very
understand me.
true.
So depending on the individual, his destination, his journey, that is what success would definitely mean to him or her.
Mm. True. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm waiting for your second question, your next question. I think I've explained what success is.
Awesome.
Success is relative. Success depends on the individual, their journey, their destination, and then their goals and targets. It is not what society has turned success into. So some persons their goal is just to actually get married, have children, live a very quiet life, live somewhere where there's no trouble, where there's nobody coming to disturb them. And to them that is what success is. So you will not take that away from them when they tell you I've achieved all these goals and I'm okay. And then there's somebody else who wants goal is to travel around all the countries in the world. So it wouldn't tally. Are you there?
Okay. Okay, Chef Wisdom, thank you so much for that. I really love your detailed description and analogy, especially the analogy of the crops where a person plants maize and another person plants yam. Obviously, those are two different things, and you're expecting two different results. So I should not use another person's time frame to compare mine. All right.
Exactly.
Now, there's this other question that usually comes to mind when we talk about um, defining success, defining our goals, and all that. As a young person, is it bad to have big dreams, to have big goals? Because you see, sometimes when you begin to talk about your goals and your ambitions, it looks like you are very ambitious, and there's how people look at you. So, as a young person, is it actually a bad thing to have big dreams?
Okay, so there is nothing wrong in having big dreams. There is nothing wrong. There is everything wrong when you do not have dreams at all. When there is something wrong when you do not even have big dreams, and there is everything wrong when you do not dream at all. So it is encouraging to have big dreams, to know that people can actually wish to everything we see today, every advancement we've experienced today, it's as a result of somebody's big dream. It's as a result of somebody's big dream. The mobile phone we're using to talk now, the laptop we're using to communicate, the YouTube we're communicating on, all the platforms, the social media platforms, everything is as a result of somebody's big dream. Do you get somebody? And they are mostly youth, big dreams. So it is not wrong to have big dreams. There's nothing wrong in having big dreams at all. So I actually would have a problem with people when you now start saying, "Oh, this is my dream, this is my dream," and people are trying to shoot you down. The reason why people try to shoot down big dreams is because they themselves see themselves as having failed in achieving their goals. So because they feel they have failed in achieving their goals, they try to shoot down your own ambition your ability to push, your drive, and because they are so riddled with unbelief, they do not believe that they can achieve their own goals. So they try to shoot down your own goals. I don't know if we're communicating. So, however, I encourage young people to have big dreams, but they're not just having those dreams. Back up those dreams with action. Back up those dreams with plans. Back up those dreams with targets and dates. So that when you're moving in a clear direction. You're specific. You know where you're going to. You know at what pace you're moving, and you know at the timeline. I'm expected to be at this point by this time at this by this particular let's say by this particular date, month, year, I'm supposed to be at this point. So you need to have your big dreams backed up by actions, and then you also have to be able to follow through. Are you there? I think network. Are you there? I think network is a bit
Yes, I am
message.
there. I am here. The network is really dealing with us. I am so sorry, but we are still live. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So over to the next question. Now, the next question, we just finished talking about having big dreams and how other people see it. And then we've come to realize that, yes, other people will turn it down because they are either scared or they've seen themselves as failures and they're trying to drag you down, right? Do you think it is a good thing to share your dreams, to share your visions as a young person? Is it?
It is it depends on who you're sharing your dreams with. I sometimes it is good. So this question has a pro side and a con side. Yeah, so it has a
Yeah.
positive side and a negative side to it. So in answering this question, I would say, who are you sharing your dream? Share your dream to matters a lot. Who you share your dream to and who you share your dream with matters a lot. Okay, so
Okay.
it is imperative.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right. So as I was saying, network, uh, so it depends on who you're sharing your dreams with. Most times, if you share your dreams with the wrong crowd, you will not be able to achieve that dream because there will come a lot of criticism, negative talk. There will come with a lot of unbelief and push that your dream down. You understand? So what I would always say is you have to know the crowd you're telling your dreams to. Then on the positive side, it's good to share your dreams. I'll give you an example. If you don't share your dreams, how do you then get the inspiration to pursue your dreams? If you don't share your
Exactly.
dreams, how do you that you are capable of achieving these dreams? Don't share your dreams. How do you attract the right partnership, the right sponsorship, the right connection, the right community to prepare your dreams for future? So it has two ways. It depends on who you're sharing the dreams with, who you're sharing the how well the circle is. So I will also tell you before you do anything, you better look around you. You better know the circle. You better understand your environment before you share your dream.
Awesome, beautiful. I love that. So the next question is still going to stem from the reply. Okay. Now you talked about knowing who you want to share your ideas with, the person the friend you keep, the company you keep, the people you share your visions and ideas to, right? They could either make you or mar you. Now talking about making you, one of the things we're looking at also in this session is how to become a resourceful person, a resourceful youth who can take what you have, the people in your circle right now. How do you harness everything that you have around you to achieve your goals? And one of those resources that we know God has given to us is the gift of men. As a pastor would say, he say, Apostle Selman,
Exactly.
he say
Great
gift
thing.
of men, exactly. So how do we should I say creatively right now, how do we make use of the human resource around us, knowing that every day we relate with people, and as young people we have this youthful exuberance. Sometimes we misbehave, sometimes we make mistakes. How do we coordinate ourselves in such a way that the people around us become a resource and a blessing to help us achieve our goals? Do you have any thoughts or insights around that?
First of all, you need to understand how your creativity works. Yeah. You need to understand how your creativity works. You need to understand how you function as a person. Now, are you somebody who is spiritually inclined, or are you somebody who is anything goes? So if you understand how your body, how you're able to receive messages, how you're able to function as a person, it will give you a clear direction of where you're going to and how to manage the resources around you. Every single time people say there is no job, I laugh. Every single time people say there is nobody to help them, I laugh. You have network, you have networking, you have viable communities that you can plug in and get the resources you need, and you have your ability to serve, your ability to the areas where you are, where you can function best, and then know how to harness them for your own good. Let me give an example now. Let's say, for example, you're talking about managing your resources. Let's take, for example, some years back, how did
Okay.
happen to the resources around me? I was jobless. I lost my job. That was the first time I was experiencing something called redundancy. Now, in the course of this redundancy, a lot of colleagues were out and everything. I just told myself, okay, there's no job forthcoming. You're dropping applications left, right, and center, and no job is forthcoming. What can I do? I picked up ideas. I went around, I looked around. This affiliate marketing we're talking about, somebody came up with the idea. I walked into a store, I had a very good conversation with the owner, and I told the person that, oh, see, I can market this things for you. And it was like, really, how? And I told him, okay, I have good followership. I have good visibility on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Instagram. I could do this. Mind you, my Instagram isn't that very big, but because I understand the dynamics and the beauty of selling, I took up some things the person gave me on trust, and I took up some of this equipment, some of this stuff. I created a job for myself by becoming an affiliate marketer. I started selling his product. After I sell, and I was selling, I sell, I return his capital to him, whatever profit that was on top was accrued to me. So this is one of the things when you talk about being resourceful and then managing your resources around you. You just have to understand how you function as a human being. And then you look around the environment. Well, there are so many resources around you. It depends on what you need the resources for. Resources here does not necessarily mean somebody giving you a bag of money. You talked about the successful creative achiever. Now, this is one of the ways you can prove to the world that you're a successful creative achiever. Where there's nothing, you make something. There's no job, you create job for people. You're not just creating for yourself, you're creating job for people. Somebody started the delivery chain. Somebody said, oh, I could actually take this from point A and give it to point B without having to own these things and make money from the person buying and the person receiving, the person sending and the person receiving. So you just need to understand the environment and how to tap into it. But then, one thing that is important, you must understand how you function as an individual. You must understand what works for you. You must understand how your creativity works. And then another thing why people are not able to tap into the resources around them is because they do not own, they do not have integrity. Can you unmute your mic?
Yeah, I said thumbs up. I love that.
They do not have integrity. Now, most times, people are struggling to get the right kind of help because nobody wants to associate with them. Nobody trusts them enough to give them that chance. Nobody wants to support them because of the kind of aura, the kind of energy, the kind of things they have done. So when people perceive you, what do they perceive when they see you? Do you understand? So you need to understand first of all the kind of person you are, and then you must have integrity. When you say I'm going to do this, you should be able to do it. You should be able to build a track record of good works that can speak for you. I think that's all I have for now on that particular question. Are you there? Network is bad. Actually, the network is really bad. So we're still waiting for our host.